Greetings, Iain from RTO here. Welcome to another new album review, as it's Friday and we've got a corker for you today from an American supergroup called the Winery Dogs. One of the but many bands that Mike Portnoy is involved with, and Billy Sheehan, and they were aiming for a power trio band, and they did try with John Sykes, but we know what John Sykes is. He takes an age thing. But Talk host Eddie Trunk heard about this problem and suggested a certain Richie Colson, which I didn't know what Billy didn't, because he'd already played with him. So we got the Winery Dogs. So you've got Richie Colson on lead vocals and guitars and keyboards. Now he's played with Poison, of course, Mr. Big, and he made other people, but he's also made an album with Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden, which is a brilliant album. We will be having a look at that at some time. Billy Sheehan, of course, bass and vocals. Mr. Big, I saw him when he was with the David Lee Roth's band. He's worked with Mike, the Sons of Apollo. And then, of course, Mike Portnoy. What a CV this man's got. He's on the drums and percussion, probably one of the best drummers in the world at the moment. Obviously, he's worked with Dream Theater, Transatlantic, Neil Morse, Sons of Apollo. This is a guy that continually works with somebody, and he's one of my favourite drummers. So let's have a look at this new album, which came out a few weeks ago, and it's their third, and it's just called 3, as in Roman, written in Roman numerals. So the first track on here is called Xanadu. No fancy fanfares. Bang, straight in. Richie on the guitar, Mike on the drums. Absolutely brilliant track. Lots of shredding from Richie. It's a great opening track. If you just like your power rock, this is it. Simple, wonderful rock music. Then we get Mad World. Now I love Richie Colson's opening riff on this. Then Billy comes in with that one of his great bass lines. Throw in a bit of good drumming from Mr. Portnoy, and again you've got an absolute belter of a track. Really strong track. And the next track, Breakthrough. Great vocals here from Richie. And then you get the backing vocals from Billy and Mike. You know, they're an all-round super group. Talented chaps that just sing great. It's a terrific track. Absolutely brilliant. Then we get Rise. Now this is my favourite track already. What I like about this, you've got this really intricate bass line from Billy. Great riffs and shredding and little twiddly bits on the guitar from Richie. And then Mike's drumming on this is an absolute belter. He is so good. He's to me, he's second to Neil Peart. Then we get Stars. Now this is a bit more of a gentler side of Winery Dogs. There's some excellent guitar work from Richie. Very sort of psychedelic in places. Then you get this little heavy riff now and again that comes through. The Vengeance, very good track. Some great guitar work here from Richie, and again bass line is just truly amazing. Then we get Pharaoh. Now this is now I don't know if this is a planned track or just a jam, especially towards the end of it. I think it was a lot. I feel this is improvised towards the end, because they just go off and do things. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Then we get Gaslight. Now, some of the bass stuff on this from Billy reminds me of his days with David Lee Roth. That bass line, and then Mike sort of does that drumming that you get on them early David Lee Roth albums. Brilliant stuff. Then the vocals from Richie on this are incredible. This is Fast and Furious stuff. It's really good. I love that track. Then Lorelei. This is an interesting vocal from Richie. A little bit different, bit melodic, but very, very good. And the last track on this one is called The Red Wine. Again, it's a very different sort of arrangement. Some real high-pitched singing here from Richie, which shows what his vocal range is. And it's complemented with some great backing vocal from Mike and Billy. And I think this has got probably some of Mike's best drumming on the album. It's absolutely terrific. Okay, another great album from the Winery Dogs. They haven't made a bad one yet. Solid, top to bottom. Not a bad track on this. And in the 3 albums I've got by these, there isn't a bad track on any of them. I know I've been asked to rank Winery Dogs. I can now because I was waiting for this album to come out. So that'll be coming up in the next few months. But with this one, great album. I love this. I've been playing this and the one we're going to be reviewing next week all the time. I think this will be definitely be in the top 20 at the end of the year, without a doubt. So I'm going to give this album an RTO ranking of a 9.5 because I think it's just fantastic. Go and check it out. So that's it. That's wrapped another week up on the channel. But by the time this one goes out, I'm sure the contest, which is launched at 10 AM. Now, I'm recording this a bit earlier than that, but at 10 AM the contest goes out, where you've got a chance to win a £30 gift voucher from Amazon. And all you've got to do is, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and make a video of 30 minutes to fill a C60 of music that defines your music tastes. Or if you go and look at the video, the rules are in there. The closing date is the 22nd of March, and I'll draw it live on the live stream, the winner, on the 23rd. So thank you very much for watching again this week. I'll be back on Monday. I'm having a weekend off, complete weekend, doing nothing except watching sport. So I'll be back on Monday, and we've got part 7, I think, of the John Mitchell story. One of my favourite John Mitchell bands, Lonely Robot. And then our classic album is one of the great pop albums. It's the Raw and the Cooked by the Fine Young Cannibals. So all it leaves me to do is say, have a great weekend, everybody. Whatever you're doing, stay safe, and I will see you all Monday. Bye for now.